All right. Greetings and salutations. We're working on the project. I don't know if it's commenting, if comments work. If someone does join, hopefully they'll comment because I don't know if it's working or not. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it's working. Ow, ow, that hurts my head. All right. If anyone joins and they want to see if the comment works, please do. Why is that pinching? Oh, there it is. All right. I just fixed it. I think I fixed it. Hopefully I fixed it. I come in peace. Hello. All right. Anyway, I'm going back to working on this. All right. Change these settings. You want to audit process tree reference. Live chat summary, message delay, none, blocked words, community defaults. Nope. Alrighty. Should be working. It did be working. Thank goodness. Alrighty. Alright, it works. I was worried that it didn't work because somebody commented that it didn't work on the last one, and I realized after the fact that I somehow managed to mute chat. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not great. I broke it. But alright. I'm scrapping things for parts, and I have a lot of electronics and stuff here. Let me just tilt this down now. Alrighty. I have screws and stuff everywhere. Oh, hopefully it's not broken. There we go. Should be working. If it isn't, sorrow. And if it is, very cool, very great. It is working. Alrighty. Is the camera angle weird? I think the camera angle is weird. Is it level? No, it doesn't look level. It bothers me. I want it to be perfect for you guys. Alrighty, nice, we've done it. Alright, now. Oh, that was a disc reader. That's why that hurt me. That explains a lot, actually. Hey, dude, I'm just curious about what this stream's about. Well, you see, welcome. This is what the stream is about. A lot of people do VTubing and stuff like that, and I see a lot of people make cosplays, but I've never seen somebody build a actual computer head that has a built-in speaker system, in it, so that I can actually use it on a live stream and stuff and walk around and sound mechanical, which is what I want, which is what I'm doing. And I've been working on this. It's really fun. You know it's serious when the hat comes off. Yeah. Sorry, I got really excited. I've spent months working on this. The previous one that I built crumbled to dust. Yeah. I want it here. Hold on. Let me see if I can give a little sound preview. Because I'm still working on the speaker. This is a prototype, and I want to constantly upgrade it as time goes on. Here, let's see. If I turn this on, and turn this on to record, I'm going to give a little tease at the mic. Because I do... Can you load faster? You're disappointing me. You're making me look bad. And I look bad enough as is. Alrighty? This is my lower quality speaker that I have. It's not the best at the moment. But I do intend to upgrade it as time goes on. Yeah, it's this whole little thing with an amp and a wire. Not like these wires, but the the things that cops use to listen in on people. Yeah, no, that's what this is. It's a spying device. It's fun. It's too sensitive though. It's too sensitive, but it's not loud enough to work properly. But I have a better speaker right here that's much louder and larger. And I do oh goodness, there's screws on it and they don't work right. Okay, here we go. Now, this one, it doesn't have an earphone jack. Yes, I enabled the chat. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad that you guys that somebody commented that the chat was disabled, because I would not have known, and I was really sad because I was having such a good time talking to y'all. This is fun. This is really fun. All right. I don't know what I did. You can tell that I'm not the best at live streaming on YouTube. But yeah, thank you. This is the larger speaker. It's much louder, but the quality is not the best. It's pretty lackluster in that department. But considering this whole little thing is $20 all combined, it's not that bad. How long did it take to make that? Well, I've been designing and planning this thing for a couple months now. But this, with the speakers and all that, this was pretty fast for me because I have a box of electronic parts under my bed. because I take a lot. I scrap a lot of things that are broken. Yeah. Why don't you use two speakers to look like a real speaker? See, I could do that. Unfortunately, I'm worried that the amount of electricity that's being put out by this little power source, and which is also an amplifier, won't be strong enough to power two separate speakers, which is what I'm really worried about. But I could try it, but that also means I'm going to have to repair the other one of these that had its wire rip off, which would not be the most fun experience for me, because I don't have a soldering kit. But this makes me really happy that there are people taking interest in this project, because I was so worried that nobody would care about it. So thank you guys for like commenting and asking questions and stuff. This is really fun for me. See, I've been running a lot of tests with this, and I originally, which is something I still do on like one of the later versions, when I have the larger speaker put in the center, I want to have this LED light strip wrapped around it, or like some LEDs that power up whenever I speak. Kind of like, you know, those old boom boxes, how like they have like the bars move up and down with music. I want to do that, but like with my speech on like the chest plate for this. Really ambitious project. How long have I been working on this whole thing? About 3 months. About 3 months, I guess. Interactive Labs? Well, I used to be on a VTubing app, funny enough, and people stopped really like commenting and stuff. I reached 6K. I reached like 6K in about 3 months because I like talking to all my viewers, because it's like, well, you guys took the time to join, so of course I would talk to you. Like, I'd be rude if I didn't, you know? And this project, I worked on one before I graduated high school, and I just graduated like a couple months ago. And I had one that I was working on for about 3 months when I was in high school. But the base, this part, crumbled to dust because it was so old, and I dug it up from outside. So I had to wait until I could get a new one, go through all the work of slowly gutting it and figuring out how to mount like a motorcycle helmet on the inside, but not like one of the fancy ones, like an old cop motorcycle helmet, you know? The black ones, the dome black ones with like the little thing on it. Yeah. This is really fun to me, and I'm so glad that I have people to talk to on this. Alright, I should probably move my VR headset out of harm's way, because I can't afford to get another one because I'm broke. So I'm just gonna push that out of the way of all the sharp things. But yeah. So any more questions? W stream? Nice. I'm so glad you enjoy it. I'm so glad. I do want to show you guys something cool. Well, something I found cool. Yeah. See, fun fact about this thing right here. When it was together, it weighed about like 80 pounds, right? It was crazy. And it had a giant, you know CRT, right? Cathode ray tube monitors, the old ones. They have these big old like bulbs that go out to like about right here, and it's just like solid glass, and it weighs like 40 pounds. This thing right here, this little part right here, just the old screen that went into this thing, weighs 15 pounds, and I had to take it out and put cardboard and fabric there, because when I put this on my head after having everything attached, this part about broke my neck because it weighs that much. Even though I spent a lot of time like balancing it out and like putting weight and stuff in the back, it still tried to like kill me. And I'm, you know, I love my project, but I'd rather it not murder me. So I'm thinking, if this project gets like more support over time, I'll eventually upgrade from this cardboard and stuff like that to like resin. I want to see if I can make like enough ad revenue to buy like a resin kit and stuff. Because my dream is to become a like content creator, you know? And I love sharing my creativity, and I do these weird little projects. But yeah, this thing is really heavy, and the funny thing, you see this, how like it's hard to see through? That is changed instantly when you remove this really fine, itty-bitty metal grate from the inside, because after you remove that, you can see right through it. Just another thing I find really neat. Sorry if I'm talking too fast. Yes, I did actually. I got accepted into one of my like state's top 3 colleges, but I wasn't able to afford it. So I'm just vibing. I can't get my engineering degree yet, but I'm working on it. And if I can be successful at YouTube, you know, save up all that good stuff, maybe eventually I'll be able to afford that engineering degree, because I have a design for a giant boxing robot that I've been making for years. You like the screen? It pleases your eyeballs? Nice. Ow. But yeah, I've been designing a large. If you guys know the video game Real Steel Boxing Champions, it's a robot boxing game. Imagine Rock'em Sock'em Robots, but like really really neat. Nerd stuff, I guess. Oh no, I didn't power off the amp. I gotta save the battery for that. Alrighty, hold on, let me just power this stuff off. Okay, because I only got 8 hours of battery life on both of these. So whenever I'm not using it, I have to be sure to power it off because I've been working on this thing for about 3 days straight. Like just running tests and trying to figure out how to get around stuff. Yes, I'm 18. Ow, 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 my hair's getting me. 8 hours isn't bad. It isn't bad though, but I've probably been using it for longer than it's charged. Well, I'm not really talented. It's just I try and smack things together until it works. I look younger. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully that's a compliment. If it's not, oh well. It's probably just confusion. Here's well, let me move my legal name and test scores out of the frame. We don't want any of that there. All right, yep. Here's one of my boxes of electronic parts and screwdriving kits. And then we have a box of another box. Yeah, don't dox myself. Not trying to do that. Hold on. This part is something I want to use in this thing eventually as well, but not for what you'd expect it to be. I want to make a giant mechanical eye that goes right here, up in this like corner area, and I want to make it have an eyelid that opens, and this is a mechanical jaw from a talking Christmas tree from the 80s. And I want to learn engineering and coding. This. It's the lower jaw of a mechanical talking Christmas tree. And I want to have, for the eye, I want it to have, not like bloody or weird, I want it to be more like a camera centered around it. And like, I want it to be able to like zoom in and stuff and take pictures. Because I love cameras, and I just love the idea. I want to make something that blows a lot of stuff out of the water. So I could be a Tenna cosplay. I mean, I have a couple books of machines that I've been designing. I've been doing this since I was in elementary school. It's just stuff I really enjoy doing. Kind of looks like Vox from Husband. Kinda, yeah. Kinda like that, I guess. Except, I see a lot of other people, when they make their cosplays, for like TV stuff, they have a real screen. And I like the idea. I love the sentiment. But I want to make something that when you see it, I want it to be just weird. No, actually. My room smells like cinnamon apple sticks because I have air fresheners and I vacuum. But I do like the creativity. Anyway. That's nice. Yes. Hello, NPC. How you doing? How about something broken, like a broken screen with a camera in the corner? That's actually what the original idea for the first model was. Where's my note? I need to find it. Because the first one still had some of the glass in it before it... Hold on. Artwork. It's in one of my 3 different notebooks. It's not in this one. All right, where's the other one? Where is the other one? It should be... No. Ow. Ow. That's a knife. That hurt. That fell on me. I'm not cut, but that hurt me emotionally. I'm sad now. I was betrayed. Alrighty. Nope. Song lyrics? No, I'm not writing music at the moment. I'm not doing that. Where in the... There it is! Alrighty. Ow. Ow. Dust. I'll have to vacuum that up. Hello. You think this dude's a bot? Chat, should we kill this guy? Should we send Ruben Sylvia to the abyss? Should they perish? I like doing everything with the community's idea. Yes. All right then. Did you say music? Yes, I write lyrics as well. I write lyrics. I do art. Now where in the world? Here's a funny one, actually. What happened was I was using... Yes, he's being disrespectful. All right, here. Let's get rid of this. Let's banish Ruben. How do I do that? Do I hide user, or do I report user? What do I do here? Or remove. Don't send it to you to Abby's, to the Abyss. All right then. I don't know if I did or not. He's talking about my room. Yeah, yeah. And that's whatever. I know my room's a mess, and a lot of the mess that I have in my room is from this project because it's all spare parts. Be gone. So I actually have a glass ink pen, and I ended up spilling the ink on my floor, and I didn't want to waste it, so I drew this clown. And I was using a syringe to suck the ink back up because I had an inkwell one. Yeah. Because that ink's expensive, and I cannot afford it. See, you'll notice a recurring pattern here. All right, now where in the world did I put that? See, it should be around here somewhere. I just don't know which book it's in. No, no. Lore. Oh, that was the math for my state competition that I won. No. Here it is. All right. So the original design. Chat spam, W stream. What kind of songs do I like? I listen to a little bit of everything. Sorry that I wasn't paying attention. The original design for the first one. See, what happened with the monitor was it had a big old crack running through it, and half the screen was messed up. So I wanted to make it look like this thing was alive, like it got up and taped itself up. What songs do I write? I write a lot of fan songs, and a lot of my songs have a lower tone to them. But I normally don't, I normally don't sing them and record because I go, ugh. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna make anyone mod because I'm vibing and I like this. We don't need mods here because we're chill. And the idea for the original one, since like it was missing half the screen, was you write songs too though? That's really cool. Yeah, I should. I probably should smite the Reuben. I don't like to resort to that, but I feel like it would be wrong to if it's disturbing the rest of the community. I feel like it'd be wrong to allow them to stay. I always hate having to do this, and it's looking like a majority is saying that. So I do apologize, Reuben, but you have been voted off of the island, as they say. Timeout. 10 minutes. 10-minute timeout. You have been. I'm sorry. They've been sent to Detroit, Michigan. Very sad days. I've been talking. This is the longest I've talked in a while. All right. So, but the original idea for the first one was the mechanical eyeball, right? And this one would be carrying a lantern with a light on it that would change and blink because the lantern itself would be the eye. And whatever it would be, there would be a camera on the inside, like a screen, that would show what the lantern is seeing. So it would be like a two-perspective thing. And I'd be able to stream the camera so they could see my POV. I really like creating things, and it brings me immense amounts of joy to do so. Congrats on 9 viewers. Yo, we are vibing today, y'all. We are doing it. This is actually really fun. This is a really fun stream. Good water. If y'all want to like the stream, y'all can. I'm not going to be like one of those people who's like, guys, like the stream right now, even though I probably should say that. But it's all good. We vibe here. We have good times, good experiences. Got the mechanical jaw. Let's see. I had one idea for this Google Home. What time is it there? It's 2:14. Ring the bell. There's a bell. Where is the bell? I have a bell somewhere. Where is my bell? I hear it. Where is it? I thought I had a bell. I think my bell is gone. Hello, Egg Toast. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are working on ring the little dingly, as they say. Ring the bell. I have this from my old clockwork clock that I was going to use. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that, y'all. This is fun. And then I have these two things that I was going to use for my horror series on the internet. You know, my analog horror series that I have run on my channel that I was going to work with. I was going to actually build and make creatures around these, like with silicone and flesh, and have things that fly and crawl. Just stuff like that, you know? I really like building immersion and details because I look at life like this. If anyone can do it and it's easy to do, then you should push yourself to make it 2 times harder to do. And you should make it more intricate because it's more unique. Was that Yoda? Where? You're drawing my profile. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Was that Yoda? I don't know. Maybe it was Yoda? On the screen, or did I quote something? Use a hot glue gun for flood. I should! That's actually... Thank you. Hold on. Where's my notebook? I need to write that down. Hold on. This is why I love talking to people. You always get different ideas and opinions, and it just works great. Hold on. All right. Was it Yoda, a helicopter? No. Hold on. Hot glue gun for flesh. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was actually really helpful. All right. I do have the mechanical eyes as well, like the eyelids that went to the tree. And the eyeballs are in here somewhere, but they don't look in multiple directions. They just open and close. I have a gutted Furby that I was going to wire to a much larger machine as well. Another thing I was looking forward to. Oh. Ow. That is creepy. It's very creepy. That's why it's under my bed. In a box. Buried under everything else. See, I was going to rewire this Google Home. Yeah, it does look like an animatronic. It is a lot like one, but animatronics normally use pneumatics, which is like air pressure and stuff to move, which is really neat. Yes, the mechanoid sacrifice. Yes, you shall sacrifice it. 1 second. An overly loud family member has visited my house. 1 second. Oh, that's a retouch. Why am I... Turn that off. Turn off retouch. I gotta mute this. 1 second. I believe the overly loud family member has left. Oh my god, never mind. My family, they're so loud, bro. I'm just trying to... I wish some people had a volume button. Because she can clearly hear that I'm in here doing something. She doesn't even live here. Anyway. Thank you guys for liking the stream. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me, honestly, that you guys find interest in what I do. The stream is on fire. Oh no. You're not the only one, bro. I understand, man. It's pain. It's pain. See, I had originally one of the ideas I had for the wired like speaker in the chest was to use a microphone, but the Temu microphone doesn't have a built-in output, only an input, which is big sad for me because I was so hopeful that I could just mount this inside, like this head part right here, and it would work, but it didn't work. So we gotta construct something. God, my throat hurts. I'm dying. Ugh. What about Devin? Devin, you know I know you personally. Devin, we're not talking about ball joints because ball joints are not useful in engineering. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw 1 second. my mother came into the other room. I don't have a headset mic. I don't know that. Because I don't have a PC. I don't have a PC or I have consoles. I just don't play on them. I'm not much of a gamer. Surprisingly enough, I spend my time making things. Devin, ball joints are only useful for small movements. All right, hydraulics are what you need for heavy weight and full range of motion. Like the one you get on a plane. If only I had that. Unfortunately, the closest thing I have to that is a Coca-Cola mini fridge. That's a giant Coca-Cola. This is a joke. It's not even anywhere close to this, but it's a cool fridge. I actually had to repair that as well because it was broken. You can offer it to there? That'd be nice. That'd be nice of you. But, ow, 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 ow. I just got stabbed. My hair tie is just attacking me. I'm so sorry. The productivity has went down immensely, y'all. My throat has started to hurt. I had dry throat. I normally don't talk this much. It's a bird explained. It's Beck's zombie. Yes. It is I. Destroyer of... I don't know. You like saying ideas? Ideas are nice. Ideas are nice. They're very useful. And the best part about ideas is they lead to innovation. So, all around, ideas are great. They're peak. That being said, one of the ideas I had was to mount this Google Home Mini after I've modified it. I'd have to go on my way to learn coding for this, but I'd want to modify its replies and have it where this thing just talks, and I'd make it different. I'd replace it. Use as many ball joints as possible. For what, Devin? For what purpose for the ball joint? You know I despise ball joints in engineering. You know. You know I despise them. That's why you're mentioning them, Devin. You know me personally. Anyways. Elon Musk is watching me. Whoa. Bro's trying to steal my ideas. Bro said, use all of the ball joint. No. I wish not to. They are only... Because every time I see them in, like, fiction or anything like that, they're like giant ball joints for these giant mechs. But that's not how that would work. He sees through the Google Home. What? This Google Home that doesn't have electricity in it? That's not been charged or powered in years? Well. It'd be neat. What if I could, like, have a larger speaker hidden inside of this, and then when it's, like, you disassemble the Google Home, would it brick the device or nah? It shouldn't. I've seen somebody else do it before. Would kind of look as an eye, though. Yeah. Apple products anger me when they do stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest. Because it's like, how dare you? I buy this, and then I can't repair it because they brick my device. And this is why I do not have an Apple, because they don't even let me manage my own files on that, and that get on my nerves because I'm a nerd. It's dumb. That's like that new Nintendo thing, right? I do not understand sign language. What is this man saying? What are they speaking in? I don't understand. Should I beware the one who speaks in hands? Rose talking in wingdings. You're saying secrets. Ah, I see. Oh, don't fall apart, please. See, I have this frame now, and I want to know what I want to try and figure out something to do with the frame. And since my little brother is in the other room, I'm probably going to take a break from streaming for now, if that's all right now. My throat's starting to hurt, and yeah. If that's okay. I've had a lovely time streaming, and it is my little brother's birthday, so you know they are acting all goofy, so I gotta wish him a happy birthday and all that good stuff. Gotta be a good sibling. All right, I had a lovely time meeting y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Until next time, I might start up another stream at some point later on. Maybe tomorrow or some day after. You know, if you guys would want to tune in. Yes, I will tell them. I will tell my little brother that my viewers said happy birthday to him. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. This was a long experience. And I'm evaporating.